beautiful place when we've got lots of beautiful places here, Damon.
Well, tell you what, if they had our weather, that snow would just be doing a disappearing act today.
Be melting.
Yeah, you know, it is going to be warming up like crazy. We've got an early season heat wave, and we'll take a look at how high those temperatures climb coming up in a moment. But first, this is a look south from the Oquirrh Mountain camera. Beautiful start to the day with fair skies, even though we did have some high base clouds and showers that popped up in eastern Utah late in the day yesterday. Those tapered off pretty quickly. Now, this morning, we're starting out 65 degrees in Salt Lake City. You want to take advantage of that while you can. Early morning or later in the evening, your best bet if you have to get some work done outside. Temperature is 46 in Ely, but most of us are starting out in the 50s and 60s. In St. George, it's 74. All these readings higher than 24 hours ago, and across parts of eastern Utah, some of those readings are running about 10 degrees warmer. So the high pressure that started out the week on the coast and is now building over the interior west is doing its job, keeping it dry for the time being and allowing that temperature to climb like crazy. In fact, it gets hot enough that excessive heat warnings go into effect later today at noon for lower Washington County, also the Lake Powell area, and last until Saturday evening. And by tomorrow, we'll start to see some warnings and heat advisories go into effect over parts of northern and central Utah. This is something that's going to impact the entire state with record or near record heat. So some things to keep in mind, especially since we're not used to the hot weather this early in the season. Never leave the kids or the pets unattended in the car. Even if you think you'll be away for just a moment, it could very likely be longer than that. It's just too dangerous, so just don't do it. Drink plenty of water, even if you're not thirsty. Take breaks in the shade, and if you are going to be in the sun, make sure you're protecting yourself. Wear sunscreen. If you get a sunburn, that makes it pretty tough for your body to even cool itself off. Now today, we're forecasting 98 degrees in Salt Lake City. That's above not only well above average, but well above our record of 94. So even if it doesn't get quite that hot, we'll set a new record. 90s would be pretty common across much of the viewing area, St. George, all the way up to 104 this afternoon. Only cooling off into the low 70s in the next couple mornings. That's why it is so dangerously hot. But by the early part of next week, you'll be dropping into the upper 90s. And for northern Utah, sunny, 100 degrees tomorrow. Over the weekend, it'll still be hot, but it will start to cool off. We'll be in the low to mid 90s, so a lot more bearable for this time of year.